same mind with in his mind, you know what I mean, and be able to create our life in that manner. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's real tribal living. That's you know what they're programming us to be against, but that's how it should go, you know. So we're definitely oh, there you go.
Okay. Everyone get out the way. Definitely continue to manifest. Yeah. Just definitely at this point being able to manifest, to be able to focus on what we actually want in our hearts, you know what I mean? That's where we at. You know what I mean? We would love another woman to be here and take care of us and all take care of each other.
She's being in the same mind as us, you know, and we know that it will naturally come. That's naturally what it's supposed to be.
Because I've talked about it more.
Go ahead. What you say?
Right. No. I feel like your husband's a very masculine man, and that's what I'm talking about. What I've seen in life, the more masculine the male is, the more he's gonna want to mate. You know what I'm saying? And the less masculine dudes, they don't want to even mate as much, and so they don't. You know what I mean? They don't want to get out there. The go-getter is the go. You know what I mean? Is the breeder? He's the breeder. He wants to breed. You know what I mean?
You don't even gotta get him now, because I'm gonna get him first. You know,
right? But here's the thing about that. Make sure that the woman is not trying to be in competition with you. You know? And I'm gonna say this in light of my situation, that you know, our issue was that Nana is growing a lot with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a woman came along and lost respect for her because of some of the behavior that she displayed. You know what I'm saying? So please, try not, when you get a woman in there, you have to be a leader. You have to be someone that doesn't show any weakness, in the sense that, because people are animal first. We're animals. So we sense weakness. And when a woman comes in and she senses you weak, and you're not holding your position the way you're supposed to hold your position, she's going to not respect you. Now, when a woman comes into your relationship, they got to respect you as the feminine aspect of him. And if you show any weakness, they're going to automatically think that they could take your place. They're going to automatically feel like this is just a natural thing. So if you're going to be chiefess, then you have to make sure that you're solid in your position and don't show no weakness. Make sure that you're ready for that. So when they do come in, women are going to, just like men, especially women with masculine energy, that Aries, that Leo, that Sagittarius, that
I got a Sagittarius moon. My Mars in Aries, Sagittarius moon, all that. Yeah.
Okay, so what we have to realize, just because she's a female doesn't mean that she's not holding masculine energy. So even the arguments between you and him, or the challenges between you and him, is nothing more than his masculine energy bouncing off of your masculine energy. Just because he's a male doesn't mean he don't got feminine energy. So what we have to look at here is take the gender out and just let's look at the energy. You know what I'm saying? And then put the gender back in. So when there's men that hold feminine energy, but the feminine energy does not fight at all. It doesn't want to fight at all. Feminine energy doesn't resist. The masculine energy in a woman is what makes her resist. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the energies in your chart. Aries, all the fire signs, and all of the air signs are masculine energies. And one exception on the earth sign is Capricorn. Capricorn is a very masculine earth sign. That's an exception. So if you got a Capricorn, you got a hard-headed woman. And so this woman is very stubborn in that way. But at the same time, Capricorn is a stubborn feminine energy. But it's still, I feel like Capricorn, from what my experiences in astrology, is a very masculine energy for a woman and for a man. Very masculine, very masculine. So here's what I'm going to say. You got to look at these masculine placements in a woman's chart to see where you're going to be getting your resistance or challenges from her. When you look at her, she's got a Sagittarius moon. So her Sagittarius moon can be used against you as a man if you're not careful. Now, I don't know his energy. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, so he's an Aries, a Leo rising, a Cancer moon. Got Mars, Mercury, and Mars and Mercury in Aries. Venus is in Taurus. Yeah, very much.
So he's got a very masculine energy, but his moon is in Cancer. So the way he deals with his emotions is in a feminine aspect. So he's going to now here's our misconception in behavior of masculine and feminine. We think that feminine is the one that kind of like, backs off and be like, okay, nothing. But actually, masculinity is the thing that doesn't get emotional. The feminine energy gets emotional, and we get that out of whack. When we see dudes with anger issues and anger problems, that's a feminine trait.
They're hyper feminized, right?
Right. The feminine trait is to be sensitive. Feminine women are sensitive, so they're emotional. So they switch from emotion to emotion very quickly. So a man that easily, switch those emotions, that's a femininity. That's a feminine trait. The masculine men are like, they're more stable. They're more reserved, and they don't respond to emotions as like that, right? Like, so when it comes to that, we need to understand that and get that out of the way. Like, oh, you're emotional. You being a woman, or you getting mad easily. That's aggressive. Right. When we take aggression as masculine. We take aggression as masculine when aggression is more likely expressing a feminine trait. Masculine doesn't want to respond to emotions at all. It's cut off from emotions. You know what I mean? So it's more like, it's more cut off from the emotion. Like, but that doesn't make you less masculine because you're expressing this feminine emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So here's what I'm saying to you. Look at it like this. Wherever she got a Sagittarius moon, you had a Cancer moon, right? Your moon is masculine as a female. His moon is feminine as a male. But what houses are they in?
His is in the 12th house, and mine is in the 9th house.
Here it is. So you have a masculine way of responding to emotions. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be the one that's more cool when he could be more emotionally, maybe like react. You know what I'm saying? Where you're more thinking about it when he's more reactive in emotional states. You know what I'm saying? So although you're a female, you're not going to have such of an emotional, but you are going to have an exaggerated, dramatic, emotional response. You're dramatic, like, because Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are like extroverted with their feelings. They're like,
I'm an Aries rising. I'm an Aries rising too, so.
Right. So moon represents how we respond to our emotions, you know what I'm saying, and our subconscious. So Sagittarius is a very fire energy, but it's a philosopher. So although you're very optimistic, you don't give up easily, your emotions, like once you're emotionally struck, you're able to talk about it, but you want to move on whatever we're talking about, like whatever it is, you want to express those emotions. You're an expressive person. You're very expressive, very dramatic. You're very animated in expressing your emotions. However you're feeling, you like to use your hands. You like to when you're expressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
early. Had to cut that out early because that was.
I was using my hands a little too much at one point. Just like,
it got toxic to where you know what I mean? Like, watch that, you know what I mean? Put your hands down when you're talking.
Right.
You know what I mean? And respond, don't react. You feel me? Like, learn how to have that balance within however you feel. You know what I mean? Like, I peeped when you were saying, you know what I mean? A woman should be able to harness her emotions. You know what I mean? And express them in a way that is effective. You know what I mean? And and not just coming at you. Like, that gotta chill. You know what I mean? Definitely our next wife that we're gonna manifest with, we're looking for those things.
We're not looking for it, but we're paying attention to.
We're paying attention to those challenges in her chart. You know what I mean? And paying attention to
need a lot
what's
of
actually happening.
Need a lot of earth. Y'all need a woman with a lot of earth, because she's gonna bring that ground into y'all. Because y'all got a lot of fire.
Oh, it's 11-11.
Got a lot of fire.
It's 11-11. Yeah, we got a lot of. I think I'm almost balanced in like where my planets are. It's 3 water, 4 earth, 3 air, and 4 fire. And then we both have 3 masculine and 7 feminine planets.
Okay, so but you gotta look at where these planets are, because there's feminine planets in the masculine planet.
And masculine.
You can have a feminine energy. You can have a masculine. Like Mars is a masculine planet. Mercury is a masculine planet. You see what I'm saying? So if you have feminine signs in Mercury, if you have feminine signs in Mars, they're going to create problems. You see what I'm saying? Because it's in a masculine place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got Mercury first. He got Mercury in it.
Wait, you say you got Mercury where?
Mercury in Taurus in my 2nd house. He has Mercury in Aries in his 9th house. Okay. So yeah, you're a little more stable when it comes to communicating. With him, he's more of a like action guy. He like, look, I ain't got time for that talking. Like, he ain't arguing with you a lot. He more about that action, and he's it works for you because it takes, once he does that, he brings you into your action, because remember, your moon is in Sagittarius. So he sparks you. It don't see, if your moon wasn't in Sagittarius, y'all would have problems. But because you're able to articulate yourself very calmly, you know what I mean? You're really good at communicating yourself. Very good at talking and communicating. With him, it's hard for him to pay attention because his mind is all over the place and he's ready to move. He's ready to he's like a ball of fire, like a ball of fucking fire. He's ready to move. And
it's definitely progressing. With that energy, you know what I mean? Getting better at responding. Yeah,
it was we definitely went through a period of time where like he was acting, and I was communicating well, but he wasn't trying to hear it. Yeah. And there's a balance between, accepting the the divine feminine's intuition and thinking that she's just saying something because she feels a type of way, And so we've been coming into that balance.
So what about Mars? Where y'all Mars placements at?
We both got Mars in Aries. Mine's in my 1st house, his in his 9th house.
Oh yeah, y'all about that action. Y'all moving, yo. Y'all moving force.
Yo.
Bro, y'all got so much fire in y'all heart. When I tell you, y'all got all the ideas. Y'all got all the ideas. Y'all innovators, your beginners, your leaders. You have all the energy. You're dynamic. You're a dynamic duo. That's what it's called, a dynamic duo. You're both flaming. You're twin flames.
Yes.
And wow.
We 10 days apart.
Yeah, his birthday is April 18th. Mine is April 28th.
Facts.
Right. Oh, excuse me, login date.
It's so beautiful to see y'all, man, because for real, I love it. I love to see y'all together, and vibing on the she's so optimistic, and y'all so y'all gonna be crazy with this carbonation.
We can't wait. We really have been planning, innovating, putting things together. Wait, hold up. Look at the beat. We B6 in. We about to make some tacos.
Hey, y'all doing it. Y'all got a lot of
we was gonna make some pancakes, but I'm like, let's do the tacos in there before we go shopping. The rest of that, you know what I mean? Because we got this. It's going down. But I knew this woman all my life. You know what I mean? I've been away from her. You know what I mean? She been in Cali. I've been in Jersey. You know what I mean? Then we just attracted like magnets. You know what I mean? Thinking about each other's.
Real quick. I'm glad that y'all went through so much and y'all still together, because y'all still gonna go through a lot in this journey on this frequency. There's gonna be a lot of demonic forces. I'm telling you, your relationship is gonna get tried, my G. It's gonna get tried. Another woman in, and they be looking good and looking pretty, but don't let nothing come in. Now things are gonna come in and expose things that are wrong with y'all, right? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But just don't let nobody tear y'all down. Don't let nobody take that bond away that y'all originally had, because it's gonna get tried on this journey.
Right, you and Eliana, you and Nana are just like, it's so divine and so like we are beyond grateful for y'all, like in ways we can't even speak. But to see that, you know what I mean, and be like, yo, like it's really gonna get that real, and it can get, in multiple ways, and for y'all to be that example, and us to be able to really learn, like not just see, but like learn and apply and from y'all, like it's a blessing.
That's what gives us the balance in this journey that we are right now. Knowing that we are going to get challenged, it's just about how we respond to these demons. You know what I mean? These demons, they ain't stopping, but they can't really do too much when a nigga's a God. You know what I mean? At heart, they can't do too much with a God. You know what I mean? So we just see these demons.
Let me tell you something about these demons, right? And this journey is like your subconscious knows you. I'm gonna say this now, and I know it ain't gonna sound crazy, but it's like you are living in your own mind. You are walking around in your own mind, so you can't hide from yourself. So all your demons, all your deep, darkest things that you don't like to really deal with, it's gonna come out. And it's a journey where it's a cleansing. Like the shit comes up. Shit comes up that you don't particularly want to look at. But y'all got that energy to get through it. Y'all got that energy to get to it.
Yo, that's so real that, and I mean, nobody in my life been talking demons, but a year ago when I first sat down with her, she like, yo, I see you, you got this going on. I was on some fake polygamous shit when I met her, I had a main joint, had a direct, little joint, and then I had all my other pieces, but she's seeing that like, yo, like those are the demons that you gotta face, because you're not doing that purely, you're not doing that truthfully, you're not being an honest man. So I had to peep that. Then all my other demons came out when she mentioned like, yo, you got these demons that you gotta face head up. It's the only way you gonna get past any of these challenges. And yo, they've been purifying. My heart been purified, detoxified. My mind has been such clearer. And then especially with putting that smoke down, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's a whole nother level. This energy is a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
I'm proud of you, bro. Yo, y'all really inspire me, man. Man, y'all really inspire me, man. Like,
yo, it's only the beginning, Chief. Only the beginning.
Man, y'all really inspire me. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you so much. I love myself.
Keep doing what you doing. Big love myself, all my cells. That's why I treat them this way.
I love myself.
Just,
I love all myself.
We got the anthem. The anthem go.
Oh yeah, tell New y'all got to drop MODs. Y'all got to drop MODs.
Oh, they didn't drop MODs yet?
Dude, y'all said that 3 weeks ago y'all was going to drop it. You still ain't dropped it.
Hey, New, report real quick. Report. Yo, hold up. We didn't drop MODs yet.
Right, I told New like, yo, we need that. We need that because we hear everything. He like, yo, I'm gonna drop the EP, and I like, yo, we need that MODs. I love that melanated soul. You feel me? Yeah. That shit go hard.
Yo,
that melanated soul go hard. Like, I'll be bumping that. I'll be bumping that for everybody.
Right. Every time somebody hop in, wherever we go, we actually, we're from Jersey, but we've been sliding down south. So we in North Carolina right now.
Close to the sun.
Yeah, we got to get connected more further. It's crazy up there. Right now, it's crazy up north.
Look, man, crazy up north. Y'all tell them yourselves, man. Y'all tell them yourselves.
Drop MOD,
peace, God. Yo, I need that MOD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, throw that on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fixed. All right, it's ready to drop. Drop it today. We're gonna drop it today for y'all.
I love myself. That's hard too, though. Yo, peace. Yeah. Right back.
That's the bro right there, bro.
Where's one? Yo, I play.
Yo, he got Aries too. Yeah, Aries too. Yeah.
I already know the
y'all got that same vibe. Y'all remind me of each other. Like,
that's my bro right there. That's my bro right there on everything. Yeah. That's really my family, you know what I mean?
Y'all kind of look like each other.
Right?
That's bro.
That's bro. It's funny. I'm looking at y'all niggas looking like.
Yo, that's my true reflection right there, yo. Y'all reflection, God. You know what I mean?
Hold up.
I got the gold tape right here. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming in.
It's going in, though. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Bond? Yo, what's crazy about that is that my biological pops and my other people, they want me to be a fireman, but you that's your day. That's your day. You know what I mean? And you can't even have no facial hair, nothing. Like, you know what I mean? That's just a direct reason that to go against my morals, which does not align. You feel me? That's why I need that MOD. You know what I mean?
This nigga's really your twin.
You're from the East too. You from what's
Jersey.
New Jersey, right?
Jersey. You know what I mean? And it's really real up there. We ain't even up there right now. We down South Carolina. We was down in Charleston at first. I mean, the meet hopped up a few hours. I mean, we up here in Charlotte. You know what I mean? So we just getting it together. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what it is.
On the way.
Confidently, positively, and surely on the way.
Facts.
MODs today. We dropping that today.
Heard that. Yo, peace, God.
He be backflipping too. He be backflipping.
Yo, say that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's love.
Yo, you remind me when I was younger, when I used to do all them backflips and shit. When I see you, I'm like, damn, I used to be out there doing all that shit back in the day.
Word.
That's back out here doing that shit again.
Yo, right. I mean, you got the tree, you got the earth, you got the waterfall. You're right. I mean, throw it like. I mean, you're right. But yo, I love baby Aliana.
Yeah, I love myself.
Baby Aliana looks so healthy, so good. You see the photosynthesis. You see her shining. You know what I mean? Like that just warms my heart.
Yeah, she's going through her first cold right now. She's going through her first cold. Everybody's shining on that. Like she got.
I mean, right.
I mean, that's what it is. You know what I mean? As long as you're in a natural environment where I mean, you already know you're natural state of mind where you could take care of all that. You know what I mean? Everything, no worries.
Hey, but I'm about to take the next caller. Thanks for calling in, man.
Love myself, peace.
I love myself, peace.
Right back, though.
That was some good vibes right there, man. Oh, welcome back. How you feeling? Good. Yo. Okay. I know it get. So the question is still up, y'all. Ladies, if you was a dude, would you be with one woman your whole life, or would you be with multiple women? Would you be polygamous? That's the question. The question is, you say one woman?
Yo, I cannot believe you picked mine. I'm gonna tell my husband about this.
Of course. So wait, I want to get this right. If you was a man,
Mm-hmm.
and you woke up tomorrow with a penis, which you do have a penis, this is a little clitoris, right? But if you woke up with a male penis tomorrow, ball sack between your legs, you can feel it dangling everywhere. You're feeling strong, right? I want you to really contemplate this. Your hand is on the camera, so you got
go with bad. I don't want to be seen.
Well, you already been seen. We could see you.
You said, okay, I'm at the part where my imagination is running right now. My imagination's running.
All right, so your imagination's running, right? You wake up tomorrow as a male tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You wake up as a dude, right? And you got a penis between your legs and balls, but you're feeling strong. You know what I mean? And what's the first thing you're gonna want to do?
I think there's a chemical as well. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Men have different chemicals in their bodies that makes them their hormones So I feel
and I'm asking you this question. I'm trying to ask you this question outside of your woman mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm asking you as a male, as a man, are you gonna be with one woman your whole life? And is that gonna be challenging for you?
Yeah, let me tell you the story. I would definitely do that. My husband, he was a virgin until he was 21. and I'm the only woman he's been with ever. And I always ask him, like, oh, are you gonna leave me? Or are you gonna, because I'm curious. I'm a Capricorn, so I've learned, like, he hates that I act so
masculine energy.
Yeah, are you gonna leave me? Are you getting bored? No, I don't want men, So I feel like it can be done to be with.
So, are you a masculine energy?
Yeah. Yeah, and I could be with one woman. I'm tripping out. I could be one man. Yeah, one woman. For sure. Definitely.
Wait, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Wait, we're breaking up. Hold up. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I think we're breaking up. Can you say something now? I need to hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm in like
okay,
a really
so now, can you, all right, listen, stop moving around. Stay still so we can get a clear connection. All right? Okay, so listen. Come on, we're just trying to get this out. Please, let's not get too vain. Fuck how you look. Let's just talk, right? So is your husband a feminine energy?
Very, yeah. He's very, very feminine. I thought he was gay when I first met him, but he's not.
Right. Okay, so that explains it all. And I just said that the less masculine the man is, the more he doesn't want to mate. His sex drive is not that big. It's not that big of a sex drive. And it's just because he's got that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
but
what
I am your
talking about.
monogamous person.
When I'm talking about you as a man, you have a masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have actual masculine energy, right?
Yeah, I have a lot. Like, it's terrible.
Right. So, if you was a man, seriously, you would not be monogamous. Let's just be real.
You serious? I feel that I would. Like, I love people. I love Earth. I love life. Everything that comes with it. I thank God for the good and the bad. And I just feel me as a human being, same brain. I just would love to, women are very precious. I've learned to love being a woman. And embrace every aspect of life and being a woman as possible. So I would learn, as a woman, we naturally care for other people, so I would be considerate of my woman's feelings,
Right, no, it has nothing to do with the bond you have with a woman and everything to do with your nature. I don't think you really grasp the male's nature. I don't think you grasp the male's nature because you're not with a real kind of man. You know what I mean? A manly man. He's a male, but when I say manly man, a masculine man, it's not until women have brothers or they hang around men that they actually get the vibe of a man. Have you ever hang around dudes? You ever hang around us?
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers. Like, all my friends are guys. Like, my husband hated. I don't have female friends that much because I really just cling with guys a lot. Like, a lot. I have a lot of guy friends.
So when you hanging with the dudes, can you feel the spirit of the men that you're hanging with?
I hang around, like, guys with big hearts. Like, I hang around, my friends are Muslim, for being Muslim to this, to that. There are a lot of different, and we really connect. I don't hang out with anybody that I don't connect with, because it's not worth it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, do you see how guys look at women? Have you ever seen
Yeah. Ben will, love a woman, but still feel for another woman.
Right.
Because I don't understand it.
Well, let me help you understand. Because the bond between me and you could be best friends, right? And you could be my wife. And the bond between me and you has nothing to do with my nature of wanting to spread my seeds. You understand what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with the nature of me wanting to spread my seed. And so therefore, we think that we don't love the woman because we want multiple women. That doesn't mean that our bond goes anywhere. We fucks with you still. It's just that we still feel the natural urge to mate with as many women as we can find. And you could domesticate us, right? Men have been domesticated to survive in that world, It doesn't stop the natural animal urges that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of breaking up, but I get what you're saying so much. What you're saying.
Yeah, Serenity. We're breaking up, and I think it's my internet.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, thanks for, talking.
I think it's my internet.
And peace, love, and love myself and reflection. I really dig, your vibes. I really rock with it. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's my internet.
Forget what anybody else say. This is your life. Can you hear me?
It ain't my internet, everyone. It's definitely his.
gotta be ready. You gotta be tested. You gotta prove it. Everything is always moving. And understand that nothing is going to be one-sided. Where there is good, there will be bad. Everything is always going to be pushing up against each other. All the time. You're constantly rubbing up against your environment in some sort of way. Some sort of way. So you can't have, as they say, you gotta take the bad with the good. That's the truest motherfucking thing ever. You gotta take the bad with the good. You shouldn't expect all good and you shouldn't expect all bad. You should just be ready and willing and accepting for whatever comes your way. It's easier that way. Stop trying to control the outcome. Control your mind to be more free. Control your mind to be more open to the experience, even negative experiences. See, we want to be in a box, right? We want to live our lives in a bubble where nothing bad ever happens to us, where nothing uncomfortable ever happens to us, where nothing ever hurts our feelings. But pain is the greatest teacher. Pain is the greatest teacher. I remember how I learned how to ride a bike. Taught myself how to ride a bike. All the kids in the neighborhood could ride. And I was 11 and I couldn't. And the kids was teasing me, "You're 11 years old, you don't know how to ride a bike? You're too old. He's 7 and he can ride a bike." And so I was so mad and so frustrated. And I was just like, I don't know why I never ended up learning. I can't remember why. I never knew how. But I just didn't. And so I remember going, I was in my grandma's neighborhood, I was at my grandma's house, and I remember going and grabbing like my uncle's bike, and he had an adult bike, right? So them motherfuckers is huge compared to a little kid. And I was determined to ride that bike. One, I was hurt because those kids was teasing me. And I was like, that is kind of silly that these younger kids can ride a bike and I 2 times skint my damn knees, my hands was skint up. So I was afraid to get on the motherfucker and try again. But it was that fire and that determination and that endurance, and dedication to the fact that I don't care. I will not be able to not ride a bike after today. They will never ever be able to say that to me because I am going to ride this bike. And it took me hours. To do this, right? And the kids was riding by me. They was laughing at me because I was falling off the bike. Try not to cry. I don't know why this is an emotional story. Because I was falling off the bike. And I probably started trying at like 2. Because it was like after lunch. At 2 p.m. I didn't ride that motherfucker until 7 p.m. because I remember the sun was down. It was like dark when I finally rode it. And I had stopped in between. I got mad, threw the bike down, I kicked it. Like I was so frustrated because I was like, what the fuck, And nobody came to help me. I was like, why don't nobody come help me? My uncle, my other uncle, who's like literally like 2 years older than me, he ride and laughing with everybody else, having a good old time. I'm just like, my cousin, she was riding, everybody was riding, nobody helped me actually do this. So I was pissed off about that, like y'all ain't even gonna help me try to do this, and I was so mad. So boom, I realized I felt entitled to help. They didn't have to help me. They didn't have to stop what they was doing to help me. And I didn't ask. I didn't ask them to help me. I put all of these freaking, perceptions on them and their why and their reason and feeling like they was being shady. They didn't care about me because they seen me over here falling and trying and they didn't even try to help me. I put all of this stuff. I got angry with them, angry with the bike, angry with the kids teasing me. And then it took one moment where I just calmed myself down, picked the bike up again, picked it up again, pulled into my inner strength. And I was like, this is the time where I'm going to ride it. I still fell 3 more times. But on that 4th time, I rode that motherfucker. And I went all around the block, all around the neighborhood, rode it right back up to the house. And they was all sitting there and they had their little bikes on the ground. And they seen me riding up. Changed my mind. changed my mind.
Queen Phoenix, I remember when I seen that.
When you get into situations that frustrate you, or you're faced with situations. Good morning, a delicate lace. When you face with situations that hurt you feeling, you face with situations, that upset you. Get fired up about it. Get motivated about it.
In the islands, you can
don't ask, why is it this? Why is it that? What is going on with this? Or what is that?
And roaches
sometimes
in the house.
It's just got to dig deep within yourself, and dig deep within your mind, and dig deep within your own capabilities, and just believe in you. And know and understand that you is enough.
And then I look and I see a roach and I'll be like,
you is enough. And one thing about the universe is that when a situation happens where you really do need help,
I'm not being biased. Listen,
that was another thing. Looking back on it, at that time, I just didn't need any help.
When I started using,
I didn't need any help. The divine knew I could do it by myself,
different.
And that's why it was by myself. Same thing if you get frustrated about situations like I talked on my family channel about frustrations I felt initially on as being a single mother. I wouldn't be a single mother if the divine didn't feel like I was strong enough to do it.
Wrong. If you're right, you're right. I'm not perfect. I'm learning from all.
If I didn't have so much to gain and so much to learn from the experience,
and
then if you believe in soul contracts, then you would believe that you set your life up to be that way. That's another aspect of how I look at things and change my perception. I remember when I read about soul contracts and researched it, right? Research soul contracts if you don't know what they are. It's fascinating. And that's another thing. People will come into your life because you two have a soul contract.
To their channel?
To rub up against each other. For good or for bad. To grow each other spiritually. You have
and then subscribers will stick by
to
them.
meet at an appointed time.
He could be a rapist. And they'll come up with some excuse for
that. Tango with each other. To assist each other in your growth.
And I don't respect
they say something to you that may be a weakness that you need to work on,
for being a scam artist.
They say something to you in order to encourage you.
Subscribers,
be it they say something to you in order to teach you.
Like,
nothing is by accident. Nothing is by coincidence.
They just hating because you get
everything
money.
Is always right.
Because
where and how it is meant to be. So you can't get upset about that. You're like, this is just how it was meant to happen. This is how it was supposed to happen. Or this was a situation, and sometimes you go through it again, right? Because you got to have a different response. Messing with it a few times. Because you got to respond differently. Or maybe you didn't learn the lesson yet. Maybe you need to gain another skill. Maybe you need to tilt your head to the side and squint and look at the situation differently. And then move forward. So I'm going to end this here because they sitting up here messing with that baby. So she's pissed off. She's pissed off. Thank y'all for joining.
As soon as Nature Boy comes back, we will be back. Somebody must have called into his show.
Right? It was not getting the nutrients it needed.
Here we go, everyone.
We back. They're fixing the internet right now, so guys, please be patient with me.
Make sure you guys, I'm just telling you guys, kings and kings, go check out Ashe Divine and Mata Law. I'm so upset at them queens right there. I understand they don't know me.
So why you call me a low-key pimp?
I mean, that's the way I see it, man.
Why you see it that way?
Because it's more of manipulation, man. Like, manipulating women and shit like that.
Okay.
Some
why you see it that way?
I don't knock it. I mean, I don't knock the hustle. You feel what I'm saying?
I want you not to like.
If
you say it's manipulating women, right?
Right.
Manipulating them to do what?
You say what?
Manipulating them to do what?
Do everything that you want them to do.
And what do I want them to do?
Shit, I don't know, man. That's up to you, but
right. Like, so wait. If you don't, how can it be manipulation in your sense of saying like manipulating in your meaning, right? That means to control someone and influence someone in a negative way, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, so you can manipulate, like to handle
because. I mean, you can manipulate women to do good things, but at the same time, I mean, I've been watching your videos and shit. I just now discovered you and shit, and honestly, man, you are it does come off that way. You feel me? This is my first time actually interacting with you. You feel what I'm saying? But from the YouTube shit, it do look like a lot of manipulation.
When you say the YouTube shit, are you talking about the clips of videos that people put up of me saying stuff?
Yeah.
Now, is it fair? Let me ask you this: is it fair of you to judge me by that alone as a person, or is it fair for you to do all of your research about me and then see what I'm about and then make your judgment?
Well, look, bro, I'm tapping in right now.
Boxy boy, bomba clap.
So can you form an opinion yet? You can't form an opinion yet.
That's why, Nature Boy, I'm glad you let me do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I talk to you, everyone. Nature Boy,
I'm watching you.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing what you doing.
Man, I went in on Nature Boy. Because I have two daughters. He's got me.
Got enough information. That's solid. I appreciate that. You're a solid dude for that.
Yeah, bro, you know. Like I said, man, I don't got no I see a lot of crazy shit going on, brother. With the
little clips.
a lot of shit regarding
they do. They
I just gonna start saying shit on my YouTube, man. So you know, like I said,
well, hopefully you watch me and get the full story, and maybe you can learn something. Maybe you'll be like, oh, I don't know what he's doing,
so
but
it
looks like he's pimping and manipulating, but I don't know what he's doing. Right? If you listen in long enough, you'll see why people hate me.
Right. Nature Boy, I'm
you know what I mean? Like, because people don't hate on people for no reason.
Just said.
Right. And see, like I said, I got a lot of haters myself. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I can kind of understand that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's a reason why I'm all over YouTube,
going to see your full life.
There's a reason why people are hating
clips of you.
And I think that you need to find out why people hate me.
To show how evil.
You know what I mean?
Because
people not just hating a random nigga saying
now
shit.
Everyone's going to see
because a lot of people say things. But why are people hating on me?
Not by small clips, by your actual
You gotta ask yourself, what are they hating on this dude for? Right. Once you get to the bare minimum of why they hate me, then you'll know. Okay, I can see why. He's very powerful. The shit he say makes sense, and that's why they hating him, because they convicted by him.
Right.
Niggas ain't just hate on nobody for no reason. You got to be somebody of some kind of power. Like you can't.
That's the fact. That's a fact.
Nigga ain't gonna just hate on it. You know. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be like, well, damn, why is everybody hating on this one nigga? Damn, why is he so important?
Right.
You know, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, that's real shit, bro. Cause like I said, you just randomly start popping up on my feed and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah, who the fuck is that? Nature boy.
Yeah.
Shit, I like the fuck, bro. But you know, like I said,
and that's why we say the haters are your promoters, because you would have never knew who the fuck I was if they ain't promote me. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's fact.
Now you getting put on.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So my question to you is, brother, what caused you to, you know what I'm saying, get to this where you at right now, bro?
I've said a lot of things that were of great importance.
All right, well,
certain people didn't like that. And so they start doing videos to try to destroy me in any way they can. They clip my videos in any way they can to try to destroy me.
Right, okay.
Right after we get off live, right, they gonna go in your inbox. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You on live right now.
Right.
My haters are going to attack you. They're gonna attack you. You probably see the shit coming up on your shit already, but they gonna attack you.
Shit, you know, I ain't worried about none of that shit, man. You know, I understand how it is, but I wanted to ask you, was it something? Because when I hear you talk, I low key hear some of the Hebrew Israelite shit going on there. Are you inspired by the Hebrew Israelites? How is that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even know what the Hebrew Israelites is on. I just know they preach from the Bible, and that they go by the Bible from their perspective of it. And I feel like they're right about a lot of things, but they're wrong about a lot of things. But I really don't study them to the point where I can come up with a full judgment of what they're doing, because I'm on a whole other wave. Right. I'm out in nature. I'm about nature. I'm about this planet. You know what I mean? I'm about the planet. I'm about like us living in tune with this planet.
Right.
Like taking off your shoes, sleeping outside. I'm about us being in tune with the planet. You feel what I'm saying? Like sleeping on the ground, eating fruit, eating live food, like eating. You know what I mean? I got a cookbook. I make. My music got my message in it.
Right.
Carbonation Productions. I'm about this planet, bro. I'm not about a book. I'm not about none of that. I'm about this planet. I'm not about humanity living in one with the planet. And that's in general what I'm about.
Right. That's facts. Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? I support shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's all I'm about. I'm about us being indigenous to this land and living indigenously. Like, you know, your skin touching the sunlight, getting enough sunlight. Black people have melanin. So our melanin blocks out light. We're vitamin D deficient because we're not getting enough light. And that causes most of our diseases. Because we're darkly pigmented and we have this melanin, it blocks out light. So we have to be in environments where there's plenty of sunlight. We have to be in a forest where there's plenty of oxygen. We require more oxygen, more light, more organic foods. We require this or we become very sick mentally. And yes, I'm thankful, baby. You came around that corner quick. Yeah, I'm thankful. You understand what I'm saying? And so I That's what I stand for. And when I say stuff like this and people ain't living that life, and I actually live what I'm talking about. I'm out here. I left the country. I live in Mexico. I actually built my life and manifested the whole shit for myself. And people see that shit and they in that situation where they at, and instead of some people are motivated by me. Some people are like, man, fuck this nigga, like, this nigga ain't shit. And so they start clipping, trying to find flaws in everything that I'm doing. But what they don't realize is that smart people gonna investigate and research and be like, let me see what he talk about. You know what I mean? So I teach the 5 sciences. This is what I teach. I teach astrology, because I'm about to do readings right now. I could read your astrology. Biology, epigenetics, biology, Bruce Lipton, epigenetics. I teach quantum physics, how the mind works and what's the fabric of the universe, which is nothingness, you know, the observer's effect. I teach grounding, how important it is, how the human body was never designed to not be connected to the earth. When's the last time you actually took your shoes off and actually walked on the earth? And how that affects our being and how it connects us to the being that we live in. And then I teach about melanin. Melanin being the thing that connects us to God. And I teach, last but not least, that we live inside the body of God. The Hebrew Israelites do not teach that. I'd say that we are cells inside the body of God. And you know what I'm saying? Just like there's cells in your body, they look at you as God. You're the thinking, motivating thing that perpetuates the cells in your body. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so the cells in your body look at you as God. You're unseen to them. You're thinking. You're the living being. You're the thinking force, the controlling, compelling force of all the cells in your body. And you're unseen to your cells, but your cells know that you exist. Right. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So with that being stated, like, we are living inside of the body of God. And we talk about God, we talk about being one with Yahweh and all that, but we don't talk about being one with nature. And nature is God. Nature is God. You know what I'm saying? All of these animals out here, they connected to the earth at all times. They always connected to the earth. Every animal in nature that are mammals like us, that are stuck by gravity, they're walking on the earth barefoot. We're supposed to be barefoot on the earth, never disconnected. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my message, and that's why I'm hating. That's what I'm hating. That's my message.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I studied a lot of religions and all that. So, you know, I kind of, some of the shit that you were saying is kind of on point with what the you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew Israelites was supposed to, some of it. You know, so, you know, like I said, man,
the Hebrew Israelites are right when it comes to us being God's chosen people
and shit like that. Yeah. Right.
Now, they are right, but here's where they're wrong about. They talk about Hispanic people. The Hebrew Israelites are wrong when they talk about Hispanic people, right?
Right.
The Hispanic people in the Bible are not the Hispanic people today. These Hispanic people today are not the indigenous Hispanic.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you'll see a person of light pigmented, right? That's a mixed race, a mulatto, as a Hebrew Israelite screaming at a white man when he's the same pigment color as the white man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not racist at all. I think that all of us has the ability to be God's children. But I'm gonna say like this: it boggles my mind when I see a mulatto or a light-skinned Puerto Rican guy talking as a Hebrew Israelite, and they themselves are Europeans. If you are white and you are a white-skinned European, this is just for my Israelites. You're white. You're white. You don't get to hide it. You are Caucasian. You're just a Spaniard Caucasian. You're not black. And they say like, oh, the Dominicans, all the tribes, right? But then they have these European Hispanics, so-called Hispanics, standing there, and they're like talking with no melanin at all, and they're screaming at white people when they're white themselves, but they're just considered Hispanic. I never understood this shit with the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
You lack melanin. So, and just because you're Spanish and you speak Spanish and that's your culture, that's not your ethnicity. You are a European. You're just a Spanish European.
Right.
And so the Hebrew Israelites don't see it that way. So one of the main guys that talk is actually got straight here. He's a mulatto. He's half white, half black, obviously. Light-skinned guy. And I'm like, yo, dude, you have the blood of the same dude that you're talking about running through your veins. So it's like they confused as fuck. This shit don't make no sense. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Right,
if you are a white dude, but you speak Spanish, like I'm out here in Mexico, right? There's white Mexicans. The Spaniards. The Spaniards, they're Europeans. They come from Spain. But they came here and then, because you're Mexican? No. You're still a white dude. You just speak Spanish. You know what I mean? Like, you're white. You're Irish, but you still a white dude. You speak Irish. You know what I mean? And so they're like, oh, you're Puerto Rican people. Like, what Puerto Rican people are you talking about? Are you talking about the indigenous Puerto Rican people? Or are you talking about the white? Because you got these people that are Hebrew Israelites, but they're Spanish, but they clearly look white. But he like, yo, I'm Spanish. I'm like, no, you're not. You can clearly see that you're European. You're European. You can see your features. Your phenotype is European. It's all about that phenotype. But they they don't even care about that shit.
Okay, so I definitely see where you're coming from. You coming from more of the melanin side, like
the phenotype. Yeah, the phenotype.
Right.
And that's where this is where they like hypocrites.
That's respect.
This is where they become hypocrites at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the simple fact is that, man, it's like, look, man, you can't say that. And I'm not saying, and I'm not being racist. I'm just saying that that's the flaw of the Hebrew Israelites in their own message. Now, me, I think that there's only one human race. I think that intelligence can come through all races. I'm not prejudiced. I love all of humanity. I do believe that the less melanin a person has, the more detached from nature they are, depending on their astrological energy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Depending on the astrological energy, but that phenotype lacking melanin does give them a disconnect, just like an air sign is disconnected from their emotions. When you lack melanin, that is a part of you disconnected from the all. The lack of melanin disconnects you, but you can build melanin. You can build melanin. White people can build melanin easy.
Right.
There's literally a white lady that has been injected with melanin that has dark skin now.
Right. I think I seen something like that.
Yeah, she's Australian or some shit like that. She injected herself with melanin. But the body builds melanin. It builds melanocytes. So you can build melanin like my wife. My beautiful wife right here, she's of a lighter pigmented, so you know she's got European in her, right?
Right.
We all do. She got more of it in her than I do. But at the end of the day, when she's tanning, when she's in the sun, she turned crispy as a motherfucker. She gets olive. She gets a very beautiful olive, dark brown skin on her. She builds melanin.
Right.
We say that white people get burnt by because of the fact that it's the toxins in their blood that comes out of their skin because they don't have but they don't have the melanocytes to protect them from the sun, and they're eating the wrong food. But black people eat the wrong food and go in the sun, and the toxins are trapped in their body because of the melanin. It's trapped in their body. They eat the same food the white man eats, but they don't get burnt by the sun. But the toxins are trapped in their body. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
So
I see where you come from.
The Hebrew Israelites to me are confused when it comes to that phenotype. And they just confused in that sense.
So
but I do agree with the Hebrew Israelites. I do agree with the Hebrew Israelites that the original Aboriginal people were melanated.
Right.
And they are God's chosen people, and they are the ones that were African American people, the Caribbean people, the original Puerto Rican people, the original Haitian people, not the phenotype of the European, not them.
Right. Okay.
In their context. But
so my question to you is a quick question. So, like, do you read the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible, or what?
I was raised on the Bible. I believe in Jesus.
Okay.
I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus the Christ. I'm true. I believe in what he really stood for. Not that he was a real character that ever really existed, but I think that he exists in all of humanity if we reach that consciousness. Right. So I believe in Jesus the Christ.
Okay.
I believe in everything that Jesus stood for. I believe in it. I believe that there was more that Jesus stood for, but it wasn't put in the Bible at all. There was way more that Jesus stood for, but it wasn't put in the Bible, and because they didn't want to put it in there.
Right.
For whatever reason, whoever revised it, they didn't want to put it in there. There's more of Jesus in the Bible that we don't see. And I'm a firm believer in Jesus the Christ. Absolutely. That is the epitome of the Bible. That's what the Bible's supposed to be all about, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, shit, I mean, if you say it other than that, man, I really don't have a problem with you, man. Like I said, I'm going to keep watching from the side, you know what I'm saying? And tap in with you a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And I appreciate you calling in and getting a full story instead of, you know what I mean, bashing me and just being a hater.
Yeah, I ain't into that, man. Like I said, I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't got enough time to hate another man I don't even fucking know. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. That makes sense. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Already, man. Take it easy, man.
Please, God. Yeah. Oh, you want some water, baby? Okay. Right now, bro. Look, we live on the internet, bro, on IG.
But you was giving out another one of your lectures?
Yeah, I'm out here doing these readings. I'm about to start these readings.
Okay.
All right, I love myself.
All right, now.
Peace.
I didn't want you to.
Let's talk.
All right,
let's talk.
Hold on a second.
Let's just talk. You don't gotta show your face. Put your phone down.
No.
Okay.
It's me.
Okay. What's going on? Peace, guys.
Peace, Steve.
How you feeling?
Peace, Chief.
He's reflecting.
I want to know why not fast.
Okay, so what I was saying about fasting, and this is what I learned by fasting, is that we don't need to fast from what we're supposed to eat. Your food is your medicine. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm going to just let you know that now. What you're supposed to eat is the perfect medicine for you. You don't need to fast from what you're supposed to eat because your food is your medicine.
Okay.
So, you understand what I'm saying to you?
No, I do.
The time that your body wants to fast is when you can't hold food in and it's throwing up the food because your body will do it on its own. Also, when you're sleeping, your body fasts when it sleeps. Okay? So, we don't need to fast from the food we're supposed to eat because it's medicine for your being. And your food is your medicine.
So you're telling me, well,
any food that you're supposed to fast, any food that you have to fast from is a food that you're not supposed to be eating.
Okay. I just figured I would stop. I would just take like a 7-day fast and drink water.
And what would you do after that fast?
After the fast, I was thinking I would just go like raw Not necessarily vegan because my children like to eat stuff, and of course I'm cooking, so I'm eating what they eat.
Would you feed your plants? Would you feed your
Hello? Mexico has horrible internet. Oh, if you haven't subscribed to Donna Jordan, go support everyone. Go take a look at Donna Jordan. I like her. I like her opinions. Go support. Go check her out. Go check her out.
plant soda and juice?
No, we don't.
There goes Nature Boy again. Queens and Kings, as soon as he comes back, we're back.
Other things keep on popping up.
I can do it today.
Yeah, of course I am.
I'll be right back.
Nature boy.
Hey, pal.
My daughter's about to be 2 months.
Please be patient with me with this internet, guys.
Like that.
I'm really trying to get to this reading for you guys.
So you know what that means.
Why wouldn't you believe in heaven or hell if you believe in Jesus? Well, I do believe in heaven and hell. I never said I didn't believe in heaven and hell. Well, me, I'm in Mexico. I'm in Chiapas, Mexico. A very beautiful place. You should look at it. Okay, guys, let's see here. Alright, guys, so we're gonna start this reading. Y'all call in. I got everything up and ready. Let's get it. Y'all call in. If you've donated, I'm gonna check the list to make sure you donated, and we're gonna get it in. Let's get it. Y'all call in right now. Let's do these readings. I love the questionings that's coming in. Brooklyn, let's finish our conversation, and we're gonna get right into the readings. Y'all call in for the readings. Brooklyn, let's finish our build. Let's finish our build, Brooke. Peace, God. Hey, so yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah. You said that after you finished your 7-day fast that you were gonna do, not knowing that your body fasts every night when you go to sleep. It fasts every night. Did you know that automatically?
I understand that. I am addicted to nicotine. I've been smoking.
Oh, I know.
So I figured out to basically just stop eating, stop doing everything in order to just replenish my palate.
No.
You better not go and say she could just stop smoking.
What you need to do, if you addicted to nicotine, is you need to be mind strong. Okay. Matter of fact, when you stop smoking, you're gonna eat more anyway.
I'm hungry.
yeah, I know. You talking to somebody that smoked a lot. I was a smoker ass nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be hungry as fuck. Your appetite gonna go up. You see me? I'm always eating something, even now. You need to get.
I work out a lot too, so it's not like I'm worried about like getting fat or anything.
Look, you need to get a lot of fruit. You need to get a lot of fruit. If you live in New York, it's gonna be hard for you to do it. But is it?
I live in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte.
Okay, get a lot of fruit and nuts. I love pistachios. Pistachios is high in vitamin B. Let me tell you something. You have an oral fixation.
Yes,
that's what it is. It's an oral fixation. Once you understand your problem, it's just an oral fixation. So that means that you're an eater. Like me, I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? And check it out. It's all about what you eating. Get you some strawberries. Some chocolate is good for you. It's a real chocolate, cacao chocolate. Like not that chocolate with milk in it and all that.
I don't really eat. I be eating dark chocolate. If I eat any chocolate, I like dark chocolate.
Get natural chocolate. Natural chocolate without dairy. Don't eat no dairy.
She like 8%,
90% cacao.
Okay.
That dark
I like
chocolate.
dark chocolate. I prefer that over milk chocolate.
That's too rich for me.
Yeah.
No milk.
This is 60%.
No dairy.
I don't drink milk. I drink almond milk. I only drink almond milk. But I do fry eggs.
Eggs.
All right.
Milk.
I was telling somebody here today, right? Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're stealing from nature when you eat eggs. Don't do it.
Okay.
Think about the chicken.
Eggs, but
think about if somebody took your motherfucking eggs.
Out of the chicken.
Think about if somebody took your eggs to eat that shit.
Nah.
The chicken is a part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Don't eat the chicken eggs. It's not good for you. Don't eat them no more. I used to love eggs. I know how they taste. They fluffy. They hot.
Eggs.
You know what I'm saying? You about to make me some eggs right now? I'm gonna eat these last cartons and I'm done.
I love eggs. I do. So
yo, I used to love eggs with some cheese on them.
Yeah, well, I like my eggs fried hard. I like them fried hard.
You like them fried hard? She like them sunny side up? You like them sunny side up? Hey, I used to love eggs, B. But we gotta think about the big picture here. What the fuck is an egg? What is it?
It's like a embryo or something, right?
It's an embryo. That's fucked up on a lot of levels.
It is. I know. I be watching it fry like.
Yo, I feel you though. Like I feel you. Nah, but I'm serious. Like.
And then they pull the egg from the mother before it could develop.
Right.
Say it again.
Yeah. Before they sit on it,
and it's funny. Look, as we talking, look what's behind us. Look what's behind us.
What chicken? Oh, chicken.
That's sad because we got chickens that come around, man. That's sad.
But where they say they eggs at? Where they?
that ain't none of my business. Hey yo.
Nah.
Hey yo, when you think about it from the chicken perspective, now what if you had to be a chicken and had to experience that? Motherfucker stealing your eggs. Like, I'm just serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why we don't care about other organisms when we are them? So what if your next life, because you ate so much, look, the chicken can hear us. Look, the motherfucker, he hear us.
So
like, that's right, nature boy. Tell they ass. Tell they ass. Tell them. Stop still not goddamn. Hey.
Well, you know, that just kind of keeps the chicken population down, I guess.
Nah, man, no it don't. We got other animals that get rid of them. Like, if the chicken population went up, there's a natural thing that the nature always has something that comes and balances nature.
Yeah.
And we actually made chickens. You know what I'm saying? Chickens aren't a natural thing. We made them in the ecosystem, but I just feel like any living organism has the right, especially if you don't need to eat chicken. If you don't need to eat eggs or chicken to survive, we shouldn't do it. If there's another
option, fasting, don't eat eggs.
Listen, I got a whole cookbook for you.
I've been looking at your cookbook. I learned the cashew sauce. I learned that. I'm slowly. It's like a massage. You know what I mean?
Yo, that cookbook is the bomb because I'm teaching you how to substitute cheeses. Now, come on. I got the cashew sauce.
I don't like cheese though. Like.
Oh, you don't like cheese?
But I know what you're saying.
I thought you was my friend.
We besties, but cheese, nah. Sorry.
You don't like cheese, though. You like ice cream?
It depends. I like sherbet. So it's not.
Oh, we ain't friends no more, man. We ain't friends no more, man. She said sherbet. She said sherbet. She said sherbet. That's some white shit.
Sherbet is good.
I want to get some sherbet.
Don't shit on sherbet.
I know. Sherbet.
Don't shit on sherbet.
I'll just come here, sherbet. Man, you stupid. Come here, sherbet.
Certain things that I just don't like when it comes to like milk, cheese.
Yo, who bit the strawberry and put that shit back
and shit like that.
Watch it. That's foul, though. Niggas did that shit. How you know?
I will just.
We need to plant some of these.
Crush you.
Yeah.
We gotta plant some of these strawberries.
You know the strawberry seeds on the outside.
Listen. Huh? Yeah, I know. Did you know that the strawberry seeds on the outside of the strawberry, that you could just plant the whole strawberry in the ground, it'll grow some more strawberry?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you just plant the whole strawberry in the ground, or if you pluck these seeds out and you just put one in the ground, you can grow a whole bunch of strawberries. This is how abundant nature is. All of the seeds are on the strawberry. And all you have to do, you don't have to plant it. You can just I could drop this strawberry on the ground and it'll literally start growing. Strawberry everywhere. Facts.
Well, I got a whole backyard for that.
Facts. I wish you do.
I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens.
Plant one whole strawberry in the ground.
It's strawberry season, right? It's time to start planting stuff now anyway. Springtime.
No, facts.
And I'll send you a text to let you know how it goes. But I'm just wondering, why can't I fast? Because I'm really, the reason why I decided to fast was in order to clean my palate. Well, so I thought it was cleaning my palate. But
all you gotta do is drink water.
Hungry.
Drink water. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Drinking water, drinking tea. That's it.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. If you want to do it, you're going to do it. If you don't want to do it, you ain't going to do it. It's just about you. You got to have purpose. There has to be a purpose while you're doing it.
Yeah,
when you find a purpose, don't fast. Just eat what you're supposed to eat.
Fact. That food is going to help flush your system.
Your food is your medicine.
Yeah.
You see what we eating right now? We can eat this all day. It ain't never going to hurt us. None of this we don't need to fast from strawberries. You don't need to fast from cacao. You don't need to fast from nuts. You don't need to fast. You need to fast
with like a recharge of, like a reboot of the system, more or less. Like kind of like a recharge.
Now, this food that you're supposed to eat from the earth organically is the reboot.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna it's electric food. It's gonna light up your shit. It's gonna cleanse you out. It's gonna help your liver. It's gonna help your liver get the nutrients to start cleansing the blood. I'm telling you.
What about my lungs? My poor lungs.
Your lungs are your blood. They're blood. So when your blood get clean, your lungs gonna get clean.
But you gotta eat the food to get it clean.
You gotta eat the food to get it clean. Exactly.
All right.
This is why so many people, they be looking like their eyes all poked in and shit, looking all sick. Because they go extreme. You don't want to go extreme. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be extreme. Don't be extreme whatever you do. Just start eating what you're supposed to eat. Any organism on here has a food that's designed just for them. Eat what you're supposed to eat. The B6 diet. We got it. It's fruit. 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day at solar noon.
Okay.
Everything else is fruit and nuts.
I should only eat 1 meal a day
at solar noon. Solar noon at 12 o'clock. I don't know what time it is over there, but it's 10 o'clock here.
It's 12:30. It's almost 12:30, but what I'm saying is, when the kids get home and they want dinner and all that, I can't eat with them.
See, the system got you fucked up. We supposed to be eating when the sun is most high. Your meal that you have, you're supposed to eat when the sun is at its most highest. It's the circadian rhythm. The system has taken that from you. This is why you gotta get your kids out of the school system, and this shit goes into other things. So, the way they set the school system up is to fit Babylon. Your kids go to school when you go to work. And it's just the system. That's how they programmed it.
Yep.
And they're training your kids to be in tune with their rhythm.
Yeah.
Not the sun's rhythm. If you look at the sun's rhythm, you're supposed to go to sleep when the sun goes down. Melatonin is supposed to come in and put your body to sleep so that you can start fasting for 8 hours. Dry fasting. Your body dry fasts for 8 hours when you're sleeping. So you're already going to fast every day. Did you know that you're going to fast every day?
Every night, yeah, I do understand.
Right, you're going to fast every night. When you go to sleep, your body fasts. You can't eat, you can't drink for 6 to 8 hours. So, look, 24 hours of the day, 16 or 8 of those hours you are sleeping. When you wake up, eat the food that gives you nutritions and the metals and everything you need for your body to be functioning at its premium, optimum form. So, listen to me. Don't worry about fasting. Worry about getting the food you need inside to cleanse your blood. You need to eat fruit. Fruit. Organic fruit. This is going to cleanse your blood. It's going to cleanse your mind. Organic fruit and nuts. And 1 vegan meal a day. That is it. 1 vegan meal a day at 12 o'clock when the sun is at its most highest, because between 12 and 6, your food can be able to digest itself.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Between 12 and 6, your food will have already digested. So guess what? Overnight, every morning, you're going to have a bowel movement.
Right.
Or you have it twice a day at night and in the morning. You're going to have a regular bowel movement. Potatoes help with digestion and also help with building neurons in your stomach connecting to your brain. So it helps the nervous system. Potatoes are very, very essential in B6. That's what the B6 diet's about. Avocados, tomatoes, bananas, sunflower seeds, almonds, pistachios, all of the fruits.
I love them.
Yes, this is going to help you. This is going to help you, I'm telling you. And you're not even going to have to work out like that, because nothing in nature works out. You can work out all you want. That's not natural. Nothing in nature is working out. It is just being what it is. Now, if you're someone that has high energy and you want to go do some activities, don't work out. Do something that you love, like playing a sport. Sports is a really good way for active people to exercise. Never exercise in a gym. That shit is whack. Don't do that. Exercise in doing something you love to do, and you won't even know that you're exercising. Go swimming. Go fucking running at the beach. Fucking have fun, laughing, and get active. You understand what I'm saying? But don't sit in a fucking rat wheel and on a treadmill and work out.
No, I'm talking about. I do like heavy exercise. I do stuff like cross training. That's my favorite. I like to do like different things.
Well, if that's fun for you,
in a group setting.
I just feel like you should be able to do like dancing. Dancing is a really good exercise. Pole dancing is a really good way to exercise.
My favorite. How you know?
Yeah, you know, pole dancing, dancing, Zumba, dance. Oh my God,
yeah, pole fitness is very intense. I love that.
Dancing, put the music on loud, dance. That is a beautiful exercise. It's a fun way to lose, and it's a fun way to get your blood moving. If that's who you are, everybody should not have to exercise. Let me say this: people tell you that, oh, you're supposed to exercise for an hour a day. Bullshit. Everybody's not a super hyperactive motherfucker. Some people are just relaxed. Your food is not going to harm you or poison you if you're eating what you're supposed to eat. In nature, lions, tigers, and bears do not fucking move around a lot. They only move when they're trying to get their fucking shit. And
yeah, they do lay down a lot. They do lay down a lot. But my dog, he every day he gotta run around the backyard like he gotta do like
dogs are naturally doing that. That's not something they're doing like, okay, I gotta do three rounds of jumping around. No, that's just because they're excited. Look, your dog is only doing that because the motherfucker is not able to express. He's in an unnatural environment, so you got a whole bunch of pent up energy. And when you come to the door, the motherfucker going crazy. But if the dog was in his natural environment outside, we see these wild dogs. These dogs are chilling. Okay, but dogs have to walk a lot. Dogs have 4 legs because they walk a lot. And niggas got 4 legs because they walk a lot. And when your dog doesn't walk a lot, when you see him, he got that pent up anger.
He's always moving. My dog is very energetic. But anyway, that's another story for another day. People in the comment section, they made donations. They want their readings. I would like a reading too, but not today.
You didn't make a donation. Okay, make a donation. Get a reading.
Yes, sir.
All right, I love myself. Peace.
I love myself. Peace, Chief.
It's all good information, though. It's all good information for people to understand stuff and get in tune. So everybody don't need to be moving. When you get in the tropic out here in the sun, you want to sit the fuck down. This shit's so hot out here, you ain't trying to be moving around, be sweating, all that shit. You just want to get in water, just do, you know what I mean? Go to the beach, maybe swim. Swim is a really good exercise, but you know, exercise should be something that you do. My exercise is dancing.
When I'm back home in the islands,
I do a lot of crazy stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? So, here's what it is. I'll probably block you because you're being disrespectful. Someone said this is sad, so let me help you out. I'm gonna block you so you don't have to watch it. All right, so let's get into these readings, y'all. If you donated, call in. I'm doing readings from now out. If you donated, call in. Where's the other phone at? Okay. Call in. We doing readings. Hey, Amalio. It's gonna turn off.
Oh yeah, he wants to play something. He actually figured out why we get bad signal. It's because that tower that we get is up so high, and our repeater is down so low that the signal goes right across and has to go downward. So he said that we need to extend it and make it taller, so that way when we get a signal, it meets in the middle. The link will meet in the middle rather than trying to go down.
It's not tall enough.
Exactly. Ours is not tall enough. That's way taller.
Well, we shouldn't have to build that. We already paid them to build the tower tall enough.
Right, they should have calculated that as they did.
Right, because we paid them to build it.
Right.
All right, so guys, I gotta get my internet fixed. I'm gonna call you right back. Call you right back, guys.
I'm just pausing it, everyone.
coffin's outside. There's more coffins and bodies inside. Lots of people suffering. Lots of misery. There is no water and there is no power infrastructure left here. People didn't stand a chance here.
These children have lost everything and everyone. They've been rescued and ferried to safety, but they're on their own. Orphans of the flood. The rescue operation out of Beira has involved local fishermen conducting a Dunkirk-style evacuation, going and getting those stranded way out there and bringing them back here. That the port of Beira has become a refuge is somewhat ironic, for it has its own problems. The cyclone slammed in here first.
The center of the relief effort is now Beira, where 90% of buildings have been damaged or destroyed.
Most of the people rescued have survived an epic flood. They're from in and around the town at the heart of the giant lake created inland, the town of Buzi, where for the most part life has been lived on rooftops since the cyclone struck. Today bits of terra firma have reappeared in Buzi, and hundreds of people still cut off from the world were able to come and meet us when we flew in there. With the cyclone, first came the wind that ripped apart many homes, then came the floodwaters that made any indoors left uninhabitable, and so it was to the rooftops that they retreated with all they could manage. For 8 days, they have survived on the bare minimum. More than a week later, what do you need here?
Yeah, we need food. Yeah, we need food, we need clothes, we need shelter. Because here we don't have shelter. If the rain comes here, that means people will just receive the rain from just like that.
The only good news in Buzi is that water levels are receding and the weather forecast is better. Their isolation may soon be over. They really do need help to reach them. The cyclone is probably the worst natural disaster in Mozambique's history, and to say the government here has been overwhelmed would be an understatement. Here in Buzi, the relief effort has been minimal at best. By and large, these people have had to rely on themselves. The cyclone has been a cataclysmic event here. Lives, livelihoods, livestock, crops and homes. The costs are huge and will define this area for the foreseeable future. John Irvine, ITV News, in Mozambique.
And they want to donate to Nature Boy?
The death toll in the cyclone disaster on the African continent rose sharply today to more than 550. The storm devastated Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. John Irvine of Independent Television News is in Mozambique, where the desperation is growing.
Trying to restore order at the point of an AK-47. But the people wouldn't be repelled for long. Driven on by hunger, they knew that at last the local council had brought food to this municipal building, and they fought to get their hands on it. For many here in Beira, it's been a long, starving week since the cyclone struck.
No food, no food, no food.
At times, when they felt threatened, the soldiers tossed us.
And they want to send money to Nature Boy. And you know what gets me upset, kings or queens? As much as us, I've seen the views on some of this. 6,300, like 400 views. Like, what is going on? But people want to send money to Nature Boy. He's not starving. You know what? And I'm not talking about it to brag. I've already donated. We need to help our people in the motherland, not Nature Boy.
Sack of flour into the crowd, so instead of fighting them for it, the people could fight each other for it. There wasn't nearly enough to go round. As well as everything else, there's a political dimension to what's going on here. Mozambique's government does not enjoy much support in this area, and these people believe the inadequate response is both deliberate and vindictive. West of Beira, the landmass that has become a lake is roughly the size of Luxembourg, according to the most recent satellite imagery. This afternoon, ITV News was invited on board a government helicopter for a flight to the hard-hit town of Bouzy, which is only accessible by air. It's clear that the damage done to buildings by the high winds is extensive. But a week on, it's the water that's the persistent problem, forcing hundreds of people to take to rooftops to survive. The government wanted us here to witness this, a visit by Mozambique's president. He could be pictured with some of his most desperate people. All went well with this photo opportunity until the people realized there were food supplies on board the presidential helicopter. The president claims he's doing all he can to respond to their desperation. The problem is that 1 week on, all he can doesn't look like nearly enough.
Horrible. That report from John Irvine of Independent Television News. A crowded
Horrible. Yeah, of course you're going to say that. But people want to donate to Nature McNasty. He hasn't came back yet, everyone. He hasn't came back yet. I was going to do a whole different, live. And when I'm done, when I retitle this, I'm going to say on the retitle, stop donating to Nature Boy and Carbonation TV. Donate to the people in South Africa. You got people want to donate to him for freaking readings. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Seriously. And then African people, them people that listen to Sarnetta wonder why our people can't go to Africa. Why Africans do not like us over here. They don't tell you everything. Do you know how long I've been waiting? This is over a week now. I've been knew about this cyclone since it first hit Africa. Why is Sarnetta talking about this? And he's all about our people. Sarnetta's supposed to be all about our people. Why ain't you talking about this? You always talking about going back to Africa though, right, Sarnetta? That our people supposed to go back to the motherland. So why ain't you talking about the motherland? Why you ain't talk about the motherland? I'm going through his latest videos. Why ain't Sarnetta talking about the motherland? This is his latest videos. Why ain't he talking about the motherland? Look. Not once. Not one video. Shout outs to Pookie X. What's going on with his son? Oh man. He has a 17-year-old son that's locked up for murder. And he didn't even commit the murder. He was there, but he ain't the one that killed him. He got 25 years, and he didn't even murder them. His co-defendants that actually did the murder, they only got 10 and 15 years. But shout outs to brother Pookie X. But look, everyone, why ain't Sarnetta? Sarnetta, we all know about Sarnetta. He's always talking about the motherland. He's always bringing people up, talking about consciousness. You got black, green, and red. That's what you represent. Black, green, and red. Why, Sarnetta? Not one video. Not one video. I'm not attacking you, Sarnetta. I ain't Bullets Gotti. This happened over a week ago, Sarnetta. You don't have not one video. Where? Not one video. And Sarnetta, I don't want to hear, oh, I spoke about it in my stream. That should have a label to it. I don't want to hear nothing about that. It should be a label saying we need to help our brothers and our kings and queens in South Africa. Why you don't have nothing up talking about it, Sarnetta? And you say, Sarnetta, I'm not knocking you. You say, I am the godfather of the black conscious community. Okay, if you're going to take on that role, right? And you always talking about the black community, right? And how we need to go back to the motherland. Why haven't you had a video talking about what's going on in South Africa? Tell me.
We're going to focus to begin on the Malawi situation. My guest this morning, Matthew Pickard, who is CARE's Malawi Country Director and the Deputy Regional Director for Southern Africa, and he's in Lilongwe in Malawi this morning. Mr. Pickard, thank you very much for being our guest today.
Thank you.
You know, it is a full week now since the cyclone hit, and it is taking a full week really to only begin to get a clearer picture of the scale. Can you describe what your team workers, what you're seeing as far as the conditions and situation as you're witnessing it there?
Yeah, so I think in Malawi and Mozambique, we have two slightly different situations. In Malawi, we have families who've been displaced now for 12 days from flooding before the cyclone, who are now living in displaced camps. Many of them are living in the open or huddled in very, very congested school buildings or mosques or churches or community buildings. These are families that have had to leave everything behind. They have nothing with them apart from themselves and maybe the clothes that they're wearing. And they have been like that for 12 days. Assistance is getting through. So our teams are there on the ground. CARE's teams are on the ground in Nsanje, one of the worst affected districts. They're distributing much needed shelter equipment, tarpaulins, plastic sheeting. They're also distributing chlorine to ensure people have clean water to drink, and there is immediate food. But all of this is very short term.
Can I just jump in and ask, as you say about the people who had been displaced, and then the cyclone adding to the misery in Mozambique, we're hearing situations of rather urgent water rescue operations. People literally still clinging to trees to survive. That's not the situation in Malawi.
That's not the situation at the moment in Malawi. People have been rescued. The search and rescue is over now.
Man, I don't want to hit. Stop making things look good. I don't want to hit. Stop making things look good.
We're going to turn now to that massive tropical cyclone causing a humanitarian crisis in southern Africa. Take a look at the devastation there in Mozambique. The number of those killed could rise past 1,000. ABC's Ian Panel has the very latest.
This morning, the desperate search for the stranded and missing. Homes smashed and washed away as desperate residents try to pick up the pieces. Now, relentless rain creating floodwaters almost 20-foot high in parts. Some have only trees and rooftops for survival. At least 200 confirmed dead, but the president here fears there could be over 1,000 killed by this Category 4 storm. In the small mountain town of Chimanimani in Zimbabwe, one woman's harrowing story of survival. Enya says, "My house caved in and I was stuck under a pile of rocks. My husband, who was sleeping next to me, was crushed to death." And in Malawi, mothers and their children line up in large crowds just to get health care. Watch this rescuer swim to two women stuck on a pile of brush where they only have a few bowls and the clothes on their backs. It's been a week since Cyclone Idai made landfall with winds over 100 miles an hour. Bridges and roads washed away. A major dam burst as nearly 100,000 people wait to be saved. From above, entire neighborhoods wiped out. Now the help is only just starting to arrive as tractors try to remove trees and debris. So the needs here are immense. People need food, fuel, shelter, and of course medicine. As the hunt for survivors goes on, there are real fears of waterborne diseases such as cholera. In the meantime, the US has dispatched an elite emergency management team to assess what America can do to help. Cecilia.
Yeah, it's a real race now. Okay, Ian, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George.